Make me on the keys, you dig?
They only wanna see me when the spotlight's on, and I get it on my own, yeah, I write my songs. I seen her walk in, think I like that joint, and they sleeping on the kid, got a nightlight on.
SOP Films is here with a super exciting interview with an up-and-coming artist. Tell us your name and where you're coming from, brother.
Big Turbo, happy to be here. I'm coming from New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, to be exact, and I'm living in Redmond, Washington.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, I like to start this interview off by asking, how did rappers, get their stage name? How did you go about, in the process of choosing your stage name?
So I used to run track most of my life. Like, I always grew up being the fastest kid in class and everywhere I was. So that's where I got Turbo. People just started calling me that. And then the big is just because I'm like 6'3", so I just play basketball, that's where that came from.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's cool. So as far as getting involved into rap, how did you go about that? Because I know you like you said, you started off in the sports, but how did you, start deviating into rap, and how did you get involved into that passion?
It was always music was always a big part of my family. Like, my dad's a DJ, my sister's a signed songwriter and singer, so and then my mom just a big music fan. My parents always went to festivals and stuff like that. They've just raised me on a lot of music, so it was always just a part of my life. So I saw as people's footsteps and just found it was my passion. After years of doing sports and thinking sports was my passion.
Okay, and as far as creating your style, what rappers currently in the game or in the past time have you looked up to that maybe helped create your style, and did you kind of mimic your style after? What kind of rappers maybe helped you create your game?
I looked up to Uno the Activist, Chris Brown, and Money Man the most. Those are probably my favorite artists. What I mimic my style from the most, I guess. Not necessarily, but biggest inspirations for sure.
That's what's up. And as far as local Seattle artists, is there any out here that you kind of look up to?
Oh yeah, I'd say I look up to Highway, MTM, and probably Isaac Jacuzzi, and then shout out to BO3D man, shout out to my guy Noah, shout out my guy Ace. Those are all artists I work with, and they up next for sure. Real Fuego, shout out, there's a lot more. Peso, everybody, but it's all love, man.
That's what's up, man. Now, as far as, styles, what kind of rapper would you classify yourself as? Is you more of a lyricist, or are you more of a, fast-paced, soul-paced? What kind of style do you have?
I would say I'm more of a lyricist, but the difference that from other rappers is I hop on a lot of different type of beats. I don't really ever go in the studio, record the same type of beat. I just record it, I always like to switch it up.
Now, what are some goals for yourself? I think goals are a good thing to kind of put in place because it gives you something to strive for and to achieve. What goals do you have set for yourself, whether it's coming out with more music or more albums? What do you have set for yourself in the future?
My biggest goal is definitely to own my own record label and turn my Turbo Speed Entertainment company into a legitimate, big company in Seattle and in the nation. Just turn Seattle music into, big music industry.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's great. That you're thinking of trying to own things instead of just be a part of it, but yet start your own thing. I think that's awesome.
Sure.
And as far as the city of Seattle, it's super awesome, beautiful, Pacific Northwest. How do you view the city as far as the music game, and how do you feel you view the city as a whole living here in Seattle?
Seattle is really a nice place to live. It's always something going on in the city. It's just nice. That's usually where I spend most of my time. I live in Redmond, but I spend most of my time in Seattle, just at some music video event or something. Just always something going on, and I love my city. And I think the music scene is just really underrated. We're kind of just a melting pot of different genres, because we all just watch the other places, so we really just kind of make it our own sound, and I think it's really underrated.
That's what's up, man. Definitely can attest to that. I think there's a lot of great talent coming up here in Seattle. On a more serious note, how do you feel about the current Black Lives Matter movement, and what do you think needs to change for us to move forward as a society?
I'm very passionate about the Black Lives Matter movement. I released a song called "So Sad." It was a tribute to George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, and I definitely just it's out of control and it needs to stop.
Most definitely, brother. I definitely will listen to that song, and I've heard bits and pieces of it, brother, and it's definitely a powerful song. So definitely would highly advise people to go listen to that. I love to try to end interviews off with, on the best places to eat in the city. So if there's any travelers that are coming and want to know what's the best places to eat in Seattle, what's your favorite spot that Big Turbo loves to eat out here in the Pacific Northwest city of Seattle?
Well, me personally, I'm a big soul food fan, and I would say the best place is Fats Chicken and Waffles, definitely. Nate's Wings and Waffles, pretty good. Zell's, Heaven Sent Fried Chicken, all that. I'm a big soul food fan. That's my favorite.
All right, Big Turbo, let the people know, where we can find you at, your Instagram. What up-and-coming music do you have coming out soon? Mixtapes? Let us know, brother.
Yeah, I got a mixtape coming out called Turbo Speed, coming soon. Not sure about the release date. I'm not going to put one on it, because I'm really working on it hard, So, and then on Instagram, Big Turbo 02. Snapchat, Tybo_Williams, and then all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Big Turbo with a 0 at the end, YouTube, Big Turbo or Turbo with a 0, SoundCloud, Big Turbo, all that.
Thank you so much, brother, man. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be able to do and wrap up SLP's first ever interview with Seattle's own Big Turbo. I'm super excited about this young up-and-coming talent. A great, humble young man. I'm expecting big things out of him in the future. Thank you for working with us, brother, and it was our pleasure to be able to do this interview with you.
For sure, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Take care. All right, man. SLP Films back out here in Seattle with my boy Big Turbo. We hit up one of his favorite spots to eat out here in Seattle area, Fats Chicken and Waffles. Let's see what this spot has to offer. All right, my man Big Turbo, tell him what's your favorite thing to eat here at Fats Chicken. What's there to grub on, man?
The mac and cheese is slapping. That's the best thing here in my opinion. Best in Seattle. Best mac and cheese.
She just let my feelings buried in the past. Claiming you need me, but you move don't
That's what's up. I'm gonna have to try that out, brother.
Long ago you claiming how to start a blast. Just wanna know if in the future anyone go last. She just let my feelings buried in the past. Claiming you need me, but you move on quick, it seems too fast. Cause not too long ago you claiming how this love a blast. Just wanna know if in the future anyone go last. She treated my feelings like a plain white t-shirt. Cause you folded on me, I've been silent since my birth. Try not to think about you, I can't lie, I'm really hurt. I tried to shift some things around, but baby, we won't work. Cause girl, you left me in the ground just like I was some dirt. You left me in the ground and now I'm questioning my worth. When I first saw you, I can't help it, I just had to flirt. When I first saw you, I was helpless, almost went berserk. And now I'm on my own, I'm alone, so I'm gon' lurk. Who would've ever thought you fly away just like a bird? I'm searching for my India just like my name was Dirt. Just wanna see a smile up on your face, even a smirk. Just wanna put a smile up on your face, double G up on your waist. We don't come in second place, girl, I always win a race. You be welcome on my